We're live? Jeez, I don't even know. Uh, I think we're live. Listen, I'm looking to try something. I'm working on projections, and I just updated 2020 stats. But I was wondering if StreamYard's capable of playing audio through video share screen like this. So I thought I'd try it. So I just need anyone that shows up, chat, ask me questions, whatever. But I want to know if you can hear this. So let me know. I'm listening to the Open Bar podcast while I work. I just wondered if you guys can hear that on stream or not. How do I feel about R coding? Just signed up for a class. I think it's really important to learn. It's really useful. You can do a lot bigger data sets. Like I could start collecting weekly data. Well, I already collect weekly data, but I could process it and do a lot more with it. Like I think it's pretty much essential for a lot of things in the modern world. And if you really want to get into stats, I think it would be really useful. You can make apps and all sorts of things with R. I am signed up to a bunch of classes. I have yet to do it though. I've yet to actually take the plunge. I end up doing so much work in Excel. You can't hear the video? You can't hear the video, Connor, or you couldn't hear it when it was paused? I know. I could pretend, Connor. I could be like, yeah, I'm on the open bar here. No, I rarely get invited back anymore. I usually I go on, I say something stupid, and it's normally a couple months before they invite me back on, you know? Hey, buddy. Yeah, the open bar it live streams every Tuesday. They've also got a podcast. I listen to it on my podcast app too. But while I was sitting here, I was playing the live video, so I thought I'd check out to see if it can actually play through stream. I'm pretty sure I only use stupid things. To be fair, Con. Yep. Yeah, the open bar is one of those things I always, if I can't watch it live, I always end up watching it while I'm working on projections. I think it's a good listen. Gabe Gearing and J Mike Check, FF Manbun is for Gabe, and at J Mike Check on Twitter. Great follows, good guys. I just summarily get myself kicked off the pod, so it's fine. It's a good question. What kind of podcast is it? It's a lot of fun. It's like a podcaster's podcast. Like it's all of our favorites. We love going on it because it's a lot of fun. Gabe and J Mike are great hosts. It's generic. There are fun games. It's a very all round just fun time. I wouldn't say it's like a serious stat podcast or anything, although I go on it and guys who are actually good at stats go on it and they drop stats and stuff. It's more just a broad conversation between people who love playing Dynasty. It doesn't really fit well into a category, which is great. It's something a little different. It's always a little more fun. My favorite weekly must-listen podcast. If there's one you should listen to every week, it's the Late Round Pod with JJ Zachariason. I mean, it's only 20, 30 minutes every week as well. I try and follow that model because it's so useful, just to do a short, sharp podcast with useful stats. So that one for sure. I have to listen to the Open Bar because it's just so much fun. It's like a light listening with people who are just like playing Dynasty. And sometimes some really interesting ideas come up on there where you got just people riffing late at night. And so I make sure I listen to the Open Bar as well. But there are so many, man. There's so many. Appreciate it. I'm working on projections, but the data's too early so far. Okay. I kind of like being early everywhere I go, but whatever. What do I think of Jameis going forward? I think it's going to be really interesting. I don't think Taysom Hill is going to be the quarterback, if that helps. So I think he's going to be a starting quarterback as long as Breeze is out. I think he's, especially for fantasy, he's underrated. Like, I mean, there are plenty of quarterbacks in the league right now who aren't going to give you what Jameis give you. And with that roster, that coaching staff, I mean, he could make a significant difference if you've been struggling at quarterback this year for whatever reason. I mean, he's interception prone, as we know, but so, you know, that's neither here nor there for us, right? He's not Drew Brees, but he can sure go downfield better than a bunch of players in the league right now. How have my models been so far this year? It's a good question. I was recently trying to figure out a way of testing my projections, for example. And I'm not sure what the results tell me yet. There's an accuracy calculation that, what is it, Fantasy Sharks use that Matt Spencer just made me aware of. And I've been running my projections through that. And either they're doing very, very well or very, very badly, depending on how you read the results. And I'm not quite sure. So I processed it. I sent it back to Matt Spencer, and I'm hoping he can tell me what it's telling me. The way I think it works is 0 is perfect. Under it, you're under projecting. Over it, you're over projecting. I think it's one of those calculations. And like inside the starting categories, we're pretty close to like 1-2% accuracy or inaccuracy, which is good. Of course, the tighter the range you go, like top 5, top 12, it starts to expand wildly. But comparing it to other projections, it's done pretty well. I still want to create a projection model that's more automated. I haven't to do so much manual work every week, but 2020 is kind of that way, you know. Outside of that, most of my models about rookie evaluation, and you know, it was hard not to hit on players in this class, so I'm pretty sure we're all going to look good. I'm pretty upset with my analysis, even though the projection models did well with Chase Claypool compared to me, but my analysis of what it was telling me, clearly wrong. He was clearly at least better this year. You know, I did mention a Kelvin Benjamin possibility, but I'm not sure that Chase looks like a one-hit wonder yet. I'm trying to find a way of processing that, though. I don't quite know. Yeah, sure. Go for it, Connor. Shoot. What kind of league is this? why do you think you need a quarterback to compete? Matty Ice and Ben should be fine if it's a single quarterback league. Even if it's Superflex, man, I don't try and win through quarterback in these things, in Superflex leagues and stuff. I would ride James Robinson, you know. I've got Gaskin. I'm hoping he comes back, but I don't know if he will, if he'll be as good, if he'll have the same role when he comes back. I mean, Kyler's killing it, but if it's a Superflex in a Dynasty league, maybe. But that's more about the Dynasty aspect than it is for this season. I mean, so what I'm asking you is, why do you think Kyler's going to give you that much of an advantage over Matt and Ben as, you know, pick your streamer for that week? And you're fine. Post as much as you want in the chat, man. It's fine. We're just chilling. Ugh. I have no idea what Shane's talking about right now. Bean, it's a good question, but that's me. I have no background in it outside of, you know, I did stats class in school and college and stuff, but you just got to dig in. You just got to start learning. There's a bunch of resources out there. If you just start Googling, how do I do stuff? I would, if I'm starting from scratch, learn R. Like I'm gonna murder your name, man. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry already. Zero? Z? I'm gonna call you Z. Set up here, just learn R, and just learning the process of how to do that will teach you a lot about how to make numbers that you want to make. It's the same with learning Excel, which is really how I started. Just learning how to move numbers around taught me how to start thinking about numbers and creating the numbers that I wanted, whether it was a model or anything else. I do have YouTube videos, okay, but I don't want to pump my stuff to you. But my YouTube channel has got simple how-tos if you don't want to just, because I just wanted to jump in, and Excel was the easiest window because it was on the computer already. I could find stats that were downloadable, and I could just start playing. And that's kind of the way I work with technology too. I just start playing with the thing and hope I figure it out as I go. That's how I have fun. But if I was making a plan, it would be to learn R and then start collecting stats and then start trying to make the numbers that I wanted. I do have a YouTube video about how to do linear regression models in Excel, for example. But I would literally basically just start trying to use R, collect stats, and read about what models are, read about what linear regression is, how it works. A lot of real simple for dummies articles that I found. And again, I talk about some of them in that video and some other videos. And just keep reaching out to me. Like, if you have a question, how do I do this specifically? If I can't answer it, Tanaho can answer it, or Matt Spencer can answer it. I mean, that's what we're here for, our community. So just the way I did it is I just jumped in with 2 feet and started playing. If I was going to make a plan, my step one would be to learn a coding language, to learn R, and start playing with that. And then you develop questions like, how do I make it do this? How do I find this stat? And that's where you can reach out to me or Tan or Matt or anyone at DLF. And if we know the answer, we'll just let you know, this is how I do it. And then you'll probably develop your own answers to those questions. So that's how it would start. again, I probably didn't do it the best way. I just literally jumped in with 2 feet, but that's kind of that was fun for me. But yeah, that's how I did it. I see what you mean, Connor, but just basic theory, I wouldn't weaken my running back position to strengthen my quarterback position, because then you're just taking a loss at another position that's more important, harder to replace, more important to winning. But I mean, you know your league, you know your team better than I do, but that's off the cuff without knowing many more details. I would say hang on to James Robinson, man. It's going to keep going this year at least. So's Kyler too. But I think those running back points are more important. Matt Ryan, Ben Roethlisberger, they're going to put up good weeks for you. So that's where I would be. Yeah. Hey, man, you want to teach me how to say your name? I'll say it properly, but Z is probably the way I got to go. I actually wrote an article once about how to manage the back end of your roster. I should probably rewrite that, actually, because there's a lot of... I know, it depends. I've learned since that it depends largely on the type of league you're in. Like, if you're in a Sharks league, I can't do my usual thing, which is speculate constantly with the bottom of my roster. Like, you have to lock in production. It looks to me like you use your taxi squad pretty well. And it's a broader question. How do you know how to use a taxi squad? Clearly, you put rookies on it, you put underdeveloped or hopeful prospects. So let's see. You should really pick up as many running backs as you can early. And I love to speculate on wide receiver, especially deep, especially at value with Cephas, and you've got Mims here. Those are the kind of guys I target as well. But I'm usually looking to stack with running back, increasingly stack with running back early on, and then flip them from wide receivers slowly. Because, you know, this class and 2014 aside, typically wide receiver value struggles early or skyrockets like an AJ Brown or this class. And so I'm looking to buy them as time progresses, typically. But again, if you did that this year, you'll be, and I am, hating life. So, you know, there are a lot of ways to manage a taxi squad. I just try to do your best with it. I use it primarily to store assets that I think are going to increase in value more immediately, and then flip them for players that I like longer term, or flip them for productive players whose values drop because they're not sexy anymore, like Crowder and Willie Snead and whatever. And then you grab extra liquid value like picks and something else like that. That's a broad answer, I guess. Yeah, I get it, man. It's when quarterback production's making a difference, it's real rough not to have it. But you're in competition for a reason. I know. No problem, man. Oh, no. Z, I kind of get the move, but I mean, DJ Moore just had a game, if I'm not mistaken. He caught a touchdown. If it's Dynasty, you should be finding room for both on your team, obviously, which is mostly where I play. Moving forward, I know they're both going to be tough starts week to week, and I believe in DJ Moore's floor more. If that helps. And I think he has the upside this year too, from a redraft perspective. But hopefully Jalen Reagor can find his efficiency. He's already found his target floor, which is fantastic from a long view. I kind of lean DJ Moore for a redraft perspective, though. But I'm not a big redraft player, to be fair. So. Yeah, send him my way, man. Yeah, Guy. I've look. People are always looking for an edge in those onesie positions. Sometimes get overvalued, and so you get people trying to speculate at QB and tight end, and it's not bad. Like having a productive tight end and a really productive difference making quarterback is a big advantage because they're so rare. But because of that rarity, it's not where you want to put most of your efforts, if you know what I mean. Mostly, I will flip quarterbacks and tight ends once they hit that top 5 value, even in season and redraft, to try and stock up more running back and wide receiver, specifically running back if it's this year, and wide receiver more long term. But they still make a difference in season in redraft as well. Speaking of struggles, all right, what we got? Um, I'm not too disappointed with Henry Ruggs' season so far. This is a promising show for a weaker rookie profile from college. He's fine. Do I think he's a top 24 wide receiver consistently over the course of his career? No. No, I don't. I do think his value is going to go up at some point, though. So if you've got him in a dynasty squad, like this is good. This is fine. How he's doing is fine. This is upside for his rookie season, frankly. Hope that answers it. Is there a taxi squad like Golden Rule? I don't think so. I think a lot of people play it a lot of different ways. And again, depending on the format of your league, like something I've noticed in Superflex League is there often an advantage of just stuffing quarterbacks people give up on the back of them because they end up being Jameis Winston and they end up being, Ryan Fitzpatrick, for example, and there's value in that, even if you're just looking for points. Broadly speaking, I guess the golden rule of taxi squads would be, I don't know. No, I don't think I have a golden rule. I have a back of the bench golden rule that I wrote up in that article, which is all about paying attention to career arc more than anything else. Get out of wide receivers kind of before year 3, even if they break out. You kind of want to max your value there because so many of them don't if they don't get to do it by year 3. There's been 2 who have done it, Devontae Parker and this year Corey Davis, maybe. And that's about it, especially for high drafted wide receivers. Anyway, but for taxi squads, honestly, here's as close as I can come to a golden rule. Don't put low drafted wide receivers on your taxi squad too early because you're probably going to pay too much value for them and end up carrying them for too long. They almost, like Cephas, they almost all hit the waiver wire, even in Dynasty at some point after at least their rookie draft. I mean, sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes you unfortunately get the one that people notice or does more early. But yeah, and wide receivers with low value, I would add them slowly to taxi squads. I wouldn't rush out to do it. Even Darnell Mooney right now, I don't think his value's shot up that much from like his rookie draft. So even if you miss out on that guy, you can probably add him later or trade for him. And he's showing inefficiency right now as well, which isn't great. So yeah, that's as close as I can come to a golden rule. Where am I? I got your DM. I got your DM, comma. I'm just responding to it. It's trying to own me for not liking Washington. I stand by that, man. I stand by it. Terry McLaurin is a different thing at this point, but Washington sucks. Look, I mean, not to talk over Gabe here because this is a good point, but I think if you reassess the 2020 class as second and third round good prospect running backs, all of this makes more sense. All of this makes more sense. They're good, they definitely can, but the teams aren't particularly focused on making it happen because they're second and third round picks. It's we who've vaulted them up into an elite class that, is going to definitely take over backfields, and maybe they're capable of it. I think they're capable of it based on the rookie profiles, but the teams aren't interested on thinking of them that way at all. I mean, they can, but the teams aren't going to make it happen. A running back opportunity is so much given that's more important, and that's what we're seeing play out this year. We overhyped this class for 3 years. Okay, I'll blame myself, I guess, but I didn't. And I got swept up into it. I definitely should have had wide receivers ahead in my rookie ranks. That's what I wanted to do, and I asked everyone this offseason if we could just adjust those hopes down for running backs a little bit so we could do that. No one went, and it's hard to after hearing for 3 years. And don't let people who did that forget it, by the way, because they're going to wiggle out about how they're pretty decent. And it was a really good class, yes. But people were literally telling you to sell everything you could to get the running backs in this class. Like, literally, the hype was sell Saquon Barkley, sell any wide receiver, sell A.J. Brown, get 20 picks for these running backs. Not the wide receivers, it was the running backs. And I feel like they're going to wiggle out of it and just do it again, like they do every year. And if we don't feel the pain of it, we won't remember to not do the same mistake. Like, I love Devi. I love going early as possible. I respect it all, but it's infecting our rookie process, and it shouldn't. That if they're second and third round picks, everything that's happened makes sense. It's just that we thought they were better than that, and they're not. I'm not a big Michael Pittman guy, to be honest. So no. I've been impressed with him so far. I have. Not to give Zach Reed any credit, but you should probably you should probably hit up Zach Reed for a more unbiased opinion, because I don't think he's a big fan, but he's got a clearer picture of what Pittman is. I don't like his college profile, so I'm biased. I think Zach Pascal's good enough that it's never going to be great for Pittman, But that's me. That's where I'm at. Who knows? He's had 20% target share, so. Yes, he did. So he, trading first for McKissick at this point, he had to have 50 targets to do it. That's not a good sign for a team. It's not a good sign for a team. If you want to tell me you think Washington's a good NFL team with a clear shot at the title this year, then okay. But yeah, they're a bad team. I don't think there's any way of other way of processing that. And McClellan's being really good in a bad team. Gibson, he's kind of hit my highest expectations. I don't think he's going to best them, though. I think he's a top 24 running back, and which is great and impressive for a wide receiver, and he's a great player. But top 24 running backs aren't really it. Top 12 running backs are. We got him at value, though, so there's no problem there. Or anyone who hasn't did. I think 2020 is influencing this a lot. Both rookie opportunity and scoring. I think it's a hard year to judge this year. This is rookie wide receivers sorted by dominator rating, which is a stat most people are familiar with, by the way. It's like Jefferson, Higgins, and Claypool, interestingly enough. CD Lamb, all of that fits. The one that I'm most interested in terms of unexpected, is Brandon Ayuk. This is actually really surprising to me. Anyway, sorry. Didn't mean to ruin the video here. He does. J-Mike, Gus Edwards does suck. That says more about this competition than anything else. I mean, he sucks for an NFL player, which means he's very good. No, Washington is not actually good. Hope you don't think Washington is very good. No, you're good. You're good. I think Terry McLaurin might be. He's Allen Robinsoning it right now. It's pretty impressive. People change with the wind so much. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's very easy. Shane. He's fine. He's fine. As long as he's got the hoodie on, everything's okay. In fact, running back value takes a hit. The value takes a hit with an injury is underrated. What the hell is Chase Claypool, man? What the hell is he? I do not understand this production. I mean, Juju's still the best wide receiver there. What the hell is Chase Claypool, man? What the hell? Fun fact, Juju Smith-Schuster is actually being more efficient on a per-target basis based on the team's overall value. So yards per team pass attempt, yards per team pass attempt became the best, frankly, measure of an in-position evaluation on different teams. At like an ADOT that's half of Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson, that is incredibly difficult to do. That's what I was just looking at. Juju's definitely still the best wide receiver on the team. And again, for fantasy, sure, it's slightly different, but his performance is still pretty much just excellence. I don't know what to do about Chase Claypool. One of my patrons asked me to do a reevaluation of Claypool, given that we've seen more information, which is fair and definitely a player I want to reevaluate, because I did rookie videos for all players pre-draft. And so he's looking for me to redo it, and that's why I'm toting over Claypool. I'm trying to figure out what I think of him, and I don't know what I think of him. Good, I guess. Good things. Yeah, Z. Duke Johnson's the guy on the roster with enough time. He's going to have a running back role in the NFL. He's one of those injury replacements, which is great. The one thing that makes me nervous about Duke Johnson is we have always thought he's better than the NFL apparently has. And at some point, you just got to admit the NFL knows something of what it's doing, and even if they don't, it doesn't matter. So. Yeah, Duke's fine. I think he's got a heavy ceiling because of the usage he's going to get in that offense, but he's going to be incredibly important to teams this year because he's a running back coming into that opportunity late in the season. So, yeah, it's going to be fine. I don't have projections up or finished yet or anything, but like New England and Detroit, you said? No, he's going to end up in the top 18, top 15 running backs as a pretty good medium projection, and that's immense value off the waiver wire in some instances. I just think we like him more than we should. We've been waiting for so long, and there's a reason for that. Terry McLaurin currently has the highest dominator rating in 2020, by the way. Followed by Adam Thielen and DeAndre Hopkins. I need a drink. What was the trade? Oh, podcast I listen to every week, the Dynasty Dummy podcast. Also, Adam Hanstead's podcast. He's just restarted it. What's it called? Dynasty in Theory or Fantasy in Theory, something like that. Where's my phone? I think my phone's upstairs, so I can't tell you the exact name. Trying to figure out what this trade is. The third don't matter. How does CD Lamb on both sides? Oh, okay. CD Lamb side. CD Lamb side for me. Am I winning? No. Oh, what is this, Connor? Come on now. This is too much reading. Connor, I'm still reading, but slot targets have value with volume. Deeper targets have value with efficiency, off the top of my head. Man, DM's going off, baby. Okay. Yeah, Connor, I think the value of different targets shifts depending on usage. And right now we're seeing heavy slot usage from mismatch opponents. That's why they're putting Michael Thomas. That's why Keenan Allen is a thing forever. It's a trend in the NFL. Hayden's solid, though. If that's why you're getting the data. Also, you got to separate out those red zone targets. Again, just top of my head. Oh no, that's fine, man. I'm just chilling, and it turned up, so I'm looking. Anyone think this tweet from my wife has got a little bit of sass in it? Like why the hell 12,000 people following my husband? Basically, that's what this is, right? People seem to like it. Zeke, a top 6 running back, by the way. I think Al FF Redhair's got a point about Barkley, but I'm taking CD Lamb over a 2 running back package unless I'm pushing for this year specifically. I'll take CD Lamb and some running back value and a first, sure. But he's got a point. Look at J-Mike's face. CD Lamb. Best be bringing more heat than that. Don't come at me with that weak sauce for CD Lamb, right? Well, Connor, you're going off in these DMs, huh? Got shit to say. What software pulls information from grass, by the way? You need a... Let's look at his chart here. You could look at the NFL expected points model for these targets as well, by the way. The XEP instead of RotoViz is XEP. It's all available on Scrap NFL R, I believe. Hey, buddy. How you doing? What we got? Want to be famous? Buy followers? No, I'm good. Like, I know you come in. You seem to come in every time I'm live streaming and ask if I want to be famous. I don't know how many times I got to tell you no, thank you. Please make someone else famous. But thanks. Oh, thank you. What the hell would I do with fame? Can't eat it. Not interested. Glad people are finally talking about Murray. What's this Lester Donald Mooney take that Podfather has? Who's he calling the Lester Donald Mooney? Henry Ruggs, maybe? Henry Ruggs? All right. Podfather's got an ear for takes, to be fair. He knows what's going to hit. That's an evocative comparison, to be fair. Donald Mooney's actually better, though. I mean, he's been less efficient. Well, yards per team pass attempts isn't just efficiency, but efficient at volume. Donald Mooney's got some problems there, but he's got a bigger dominator. He's getting more opportunities, bigger part of the offense. But honestly, like I said earlier, I think this is better than I hoped for Ruggs in a rookie season. So I think there'll be a value jump at some point. Donald Mooney's still less valuable in Dynasty, for example, even though I was higher then. Am I going to have to create a rookie year model? I might have to create a rookie year model. I think I did something like that, right? Projecting sophomore points from rookie stats. Yeah, I did something like that once. I should check that out. I should check out what that says. Denzel Mims is doing pretty well on the fucking Jets. I gotta say. That's impressive. He's over 1 yards per team pass attempt. And he's only played what? How many games? 4? 3 games? That's cool. I know he's looking better than as the JJ Arcega-Whiteside bet for this year. He's looking a lot better than JJ Arcega-Whiteside. I can say that pretty confidently. Sorry, I'm yawning. Early morning. I appreciate it, Bean. What did I know? Oh, that's a little rough. I never would have taken Ruggs over Jefferson or Higgins. I would have taken him over Claypool, but like I said, I got a lot wrong on Claypool, it looks like. I mean, I wouldn't feel dumb, right? You're aware of the information. You knew my ranks at least, right? Because we've been talking for a while. You made your call, man. I'd stand by it. Ruggs' value is going to spike at some point. I would trade out of it as soon as it does, but I mean, it's the Raiders. You made your bet. I never feel dumb about that. I keep getting told, I keep getting told he looks raw. Now, I don't know what that means from tape grinders, but he looks raw. But all I've got to say, and it's a 3-game sample so far, but if this is what raw does on a terrible team, yeah, I'm pretty hopeful that my way too high rank of Denzel Mims is going to come true. I had him below Jefferson and Rager and Jerry Jeudy and all that. I think I had him level with Jeudy, actually, to be fair. Would have to look. Yeah, that's where I'm at, man. That's where I would be if I don't think I have Henry Ruggs anywhere, but that's where I would be if I had Ruggs from the start. You're looking for where he starts to show the limit of his potential, which is pretty much anything. and sell. What do my rookie shares look like right now? If anyone isn't using the sticky board, by the way, let me show you a great link. You need to get on the sticky board. It's just a really useful tool. It breaks down your shares for yourself, which was it's a lot easier than me counting them myself, which I was doing before. Put it that way. Where is it? Here we go. Here's the shares of my dynasty teams. Rookie shares. I got 2 Mims. KJ Hamler. I've got LaVisca Chenault somewhere. And a Chase Claypool. G. Higgins. I had more T. Higgins. I don't know. I had at least 2 or 3 shares of him. I must have made some trades. Whoa, Shane, please. Language. Yeah, I don't think I have any Henry Ruggs. Yeah, none. No Henry Ruggs at all. I swear I have more Higgins than that. Or I did. I think I might have traded a share of him. Yeah, in the salary cap league because fuck salary cap leagues, frankly. Why am I signed out in my leagues? Ugh, I hate that. Yeah, it's pretty much Shane's role. Okay, man, I'll read the rest later, I swear to God. Juju, please. Straight up Juju. So, with all these fantasy guys who want to be dominated by players, you know what I mean? I mean, whatever your kink is and all, I just don't think it's relevant. Oh my! Rebecca. I gotta show you this. Sorry. 4 for 4. Just retweeted my wife. That's so bizarre. Oh my God. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Got a hat tip the shit out of that. She'll get a kick out of that one. I'm not actually sure who runs their socials, but that's awesome. That's awesome. Uh, hey, buddy. The guy on the open bar, our FF Red, is in here, man. I know who he is now. I see his. Now I see Al's Twitter avatar. I know who he is. Finally. Getting a 4-for-4 retweet. That's literally the first and only time they've ever retweeted me. Well, not me at all. My wife. It's actually my wife. She'll enjoy that. Oh, what we got? Hey, Connor, just back in. And they may have. Well, I'm writing a weekly article. I'm actually meant to be researching that right now for DLF. So yeah, that's been most of my work this season. I'm writing a chapter. I'm trying to write a chapter for Jordan McNamara's new Dynasty Analytics of Dynasty book. I'm writing a weekly column for DLF, and I'm doing projections, which, believe it or not, is pretty full slate so far. It's hard to keep loving a player who won't love you back. He left. Keep getting told 59 other people just follow me. I get it, man. I get it. Calm down, Twitter. Oh wow, yeah. Oh come on, man. That's just nasty. Tell him, J. Mike. Tell him. They are. Oh, Jake can show up for the open bar stream. I get it, Jake. Golfer man. Get out of here. And throw in shade when he's not even here. Look at this. Look at past co-host still keeping in touch with the open bar. It's just a cruel at this point. He's a little green shirt. I think my projections might be finished running. I have to go work on them in a minute. It's just updating for Vegas lines right now. Connor, are you aware how similar your formula here is to Whopper? Weighted opportunity rating. It looks pretty damn similar, actually. Oh wait, that is the Whopper formula. Okay. Oh, honey, I took it down. My wife's glad I took down the nude picture of her before I streamed. Okay, Connor, see you later, but I gotta go work on projections in a second. By the way, you shouldn't trade DJ Moore for Terry McLaurin or any such trade. Wide receiver to wide receiver trades suck. Throwing that out. Facts. Yeah, Michael Liu gets it. Devontae Adams, Dynasty wide receiver 1. Not far off, right? A flash to the future, DJ Moore has 19 fantasy points in PPR this week. He had, let's see, only 4 receptions, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Yep, that was pretty good by J Mike. Teddy Bidgeot. Who cares? Who cares, Al? Come on, man. Who cares? Eddie's good enough. He's got a 12 ADOT. He's doing fine. He's got like 1.37 yards per team pass attempt. DJ Moore's playing pretty well. He's fine. He's fine. Hey, it's Tuesday. I should point out it's Tuesday, so I'm watching last week's Open Bar episode right now. They're going live tonight around 9:30-ish on YouTube. So if you find the channel by typing in the Open Bar, you have to actually have to watch the live one with me. Hang on a second. Here you go. I'm sharing the video link in the chat. If you want to watch them live tonight. I forgot it was Tuesday. Hey everyone, we just picked up like 10 extra viewers. I don't know why. Coming in at the end here, but if you've got any questions, let me know. I'm just watching this Open Bar episode where my projections update for this week. It's got to be close to finish, right? I've set it to update Vegas Lions data for this year. It just takes a while to. Ouch. Should all still be buying Travis Fulgham, by the way. Marcus Brown, man, he's a little underrated. Still. DJ Moore's a bigger part of his offense than Calvin Ridley. There you go. Christian Kirk finally showing up for the third year. Is he in the top 24 at all? Not yet. Need more points from Christian Kirk. It's that simple. Heartwarming. Okay. He was. He was officially being gross. Hey, Guy, you're my man. I just decided. I like this comment. $22. What? Hey guys. Hey everyone. How you doing? I appreciate it, man. Hope it helps. Just out here playing some fantasy, you know? Chilling. No. Whoa, that's a big Jason Tran right there. Hey, appreciate it, Connor. I answered this one, right? Mm. Mm. Gotta go. Mm. Gabe just said he's going to watch this stream tonight on the Open Bar podcast. We're going to get all meta up in here. He's going to watch me watching them, watching me, kind of a thing. Shane. Hey, Faith made the comments. Seeing if I can mimic that. I think you'd take a bath regularly. Yeah, right. Like he saves so many of the, over his career, right? Crossover. Feeling the man. Thielen, man. It's weird how both Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson are good, and yet Aaron Rodgers is not their quarterback, don't you think? Hat tip to Jacob Rickroad there. Whoa, that's a big picture of Shane right there. Sure, go for it. Do we have to choose between? I mean, do I have to choose one of those? Yeah, no. Let's take a look. Honestly, Russell Gage looks better in stats, but if I were to believe either of them become fantasy relevant significantly, I don't know. I'm probably gonna take a swing on Almighty, I guess. Russell Gage is in his third year. Uh, he's got a Cole Beasley upside. So does Almeida, but you know he's in his second year. You got a little more time to hope for it. Almighty. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Sorry. Like Kirk Cousins Cook, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Don't know about that one crossover. Kirk Cousins mostly cooks up 4 interception games if you let him go too freely. Yeah. No, my point is that you don't need an elite tier quarterback to have two of the best wide receivers in the game. Same with Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen, for that matter. You need good enough. That's what doesn't give DJ Moore an excuse up until last night, you know? J-Mike's so nice, man. It's not it's genuine as well. I mean, most people who are this nice, I don't believe. I think they're fake, but I've pushed J-Mike as far as I can. He's still that nice. It's pretty insane. Just a genuinely nice man. Please get me out of here, good. I'm just glad I don't have to open up OSB again to do this, frankly. Organizing that stuff's a nightmare for me. Wonder what that's like. I'm not gonna find out, but I wonder what it's like. Tonight. I can answer that. Hang on. Let's see. The team that has the most fantasy points over expected is the Seahawks. Minnesota comes up fourth. If we're going to look at... oh, crap, I deleted it. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Seahawks, dude. Devontae Adams by himself is holding up Green Bay. Then it's Kansas City, which makes sense as well. And then Minnesota. That's how the teams rank in fantasy points over expected anyway. According to this here database that no one cares about, but there it is. All right. I'm going to get out of here too. I got to go check to see if my projection machine finished running so I can start working on for week 11. I've also got to write my target share article for DLF before Thursday. Would be nice this week. And yeah, go talk to my son as well. Apparently, my DMs are blowing up for a whole bunch of different reasons. But appreciate it, guys. Girls, fantasy players all around. And yeah, hopefully now I know I can watch video through StreamYard with you all. We can do that a little bit as well as just the Monday grind on Mondays. So yeah, thanks again. Check you next time. Bye. There's a button here somewhere. Where is it? Bye. Thanks, Crossover. See you around.